Attraction is rarely as loud as people make it seem. It doesn't always arrive with grand declarations, flashy gestures, or immediate confessions. Often, the most genuine form of interest is quiet, patient, and deeply observant. When a man is truly attracted to someone, he doesn't rush to make his feelings known. Instead, he waits, choosing his timing carefully and expressing his interest subtly through small actions, attentive behavior, and silent cues that many people fail to notice. This kind of attraction is deliberate. He watches, he listens, and he learns. He's constantly observing how you react, the small details that make you who you are, and the ways he can connect with you without overwhelming your space. Every smile, glance, and gesture is intentional, a signal of care and interest that he communicates without words. He doesn't need to declare his feelings immediately because he understands that patience amplifies sincerity. By waiting for the perfect moment, he ensures that when he finally does express himself, it will have maximum impact. Subtlety is key. From remembering little details about your life to finding excuses to be near you, from mirroring your body language to offering quiet support, these seemingly ordinary behaviors are rich with meaning. They reveal attentiveness, emotional intelligence, and a desire to connect on a deeper level. Each action is a puzzle piece, forming a picture of attraction that is slowly, carefully revealed over time. By recognizing these signals, you can better understand when someone is genuinely interested, even before any words are spoken. Patience also demonstrates respect. A man who waits for the right moment to express himself values not only his own feelings but yours as well. He is aware that timing matters and that a rushed confession might not be received as intended. His quiet gestures, longer eye contact, subtle compliments, or even a simple, thoughtful presence signal that is invested in your comfort and emotional experience. His actions are consistent, deliberate, and meaningful, building trust and connection without the pressure of overt displays. In the following guide, we'll explore 15 silent ways a man shows attraction while waiting for the perfect moment to make a move. From subtle touches to careful observation, nervous excitement, and protective gestures, each sign highlights patience, thoughtfulness, and genuine interest. By paying attention to these signals, you can see beyond the surface and recognize the quiet, intentional ways someone is drawn to you, often long before they find the courage to say it aloud. Understanding these silent signs is not just about identifying attraction. It's about appreciating emotional depth, patience, and sincerity. It's a reminder that love and interest don't always need words to be powerful. They often speak loudest in the quietest moments, through thoughtful actions, careful observation, and patient connection. 1. He observes you more than you realize. A man who is genuinely attracted to you doesn't just see you superficially. He notices the little things that most people overlook. This kind of observation goes far beyond glancing at your appearance. He pays attention to your mannerisms, the way you talk, your laughter, and even your subtle moods. These observations are a silent yet powerful form of attraction, signaling that he values your personality, your quirks, and your emotions. When he watches you, it's not out of curiosity or judgment. It's a way to understand you better. He might notice when you feel uncomfortable in certain situations or when something genuinely excites you. By picking up on these subtle cues, he can adapt his own behavior around you, making interactions smoother and more meaningful. This careful observation allows him to anticipate your needs, respond empathetically, and be present in a way that shows he cares without saying a single word. What makes this so significant is that it's consistent. He doesn't only pay attention when it's convenient or when he wants something. Every gesture, reaction, and expression you make is being silently cataloged. This helps him gauge the right timing for deeper conversations or more intimate expressions of his feelings. His waiting for the perfect moment and understanding you fully is part of that preparation. Being observed in this thoughtful, quiet way is a form of affection that often goes unnoticed, but it carries enormous weight. It demonstrates patience, attentiveness, and a desire to connect on a deeper level. He's not rushing. He's learning everything about you to ensure that when he makes his move, it will be meaningful, authentic, and impactful. In essence, a man who observes you more than you realize is doing so out of genuine care. Every glance, every notice of your small habits, and every unspoken attention builds a foundation for the moment he finally decides to act. His attraction is expressed silently, thoughtfully, and deliberately, proving that patience and awareness are sometimes stronger indicators of love than words ever could be. 2. He remembers the small details about you. One of the clearest signs that a man is attracted to you is his ability to remember the smallest details about your life. This isn't about memorizing facts for the sake of it. It's about demonstrating that your words, preferences, and habits matter to him. From your favorite coffee order to a song that made you emotional. These little details show that he listens closely, values your opinions, and cares deeply about your happiness. Remembering small things requires focus and attention, which is why it's such a strong signal of attraction. He might bring up a story you mentioned weeks ago or notice a minor change in your mood and respond thoughtfully. These moments might seem insignificant to you, but they reveal his investment in understanding who you are as a person. By recalling details about you, he's silently building a connection, making you feel seen and appreciated in ways that words alone cannot. This behavior is also a strategy for timing his move. By remembering details, he can craft gestures, compliments, or conversations that feel personal and meaningful. It's his way of showing that he's paying attention without being overt or pushy. Whether it's a small gift, a tailored joke, or simply referencing something you love, these actions signal that he's mentally preparing for a moment when he can express his feelings fully and authentically. Ultimately, remembering small details is a quiet but undeniable sign of attraction. It demonstrates thoughtfulness, attentiveness, and patience. He isn't trying to impress superficially. He's showing genuine care and building a foundation for a meaningful emotional connection. The more he remembers, the more he signals that his attraction isn't fleeting. It's intentional, consistent, and waiting for the right moment to be revealed. 3. He finds excuses to be near you. A man who is attracted to you will naturally seek opportunities to spend time in your presence. These aren't always obvious or grand gestures. Often, they're subtle, almost imperceptible actions designed to create moments of connection. He may offer to help with something, suggest shared tasks, or simply position himself nearby during group settings. These small moves are his way of bridging the gap between silence and confession, allowing him to observe, connect, and understand you better. Finding excuses to be near you serves multiple purposes. First, it allows him to experience moments of closeness without putting pressure on you. He's testing the waters, watching your reactions, engaging whether you're comfortable. Second, it's a way to strengthen emotional intimacy. Being physically present, even in minor ways, builds familiarity and comfort, making the eventual confession or expression of feelings feel natural rather than forced. This behavior also demonstrates patience and self-control. He doesn't force attention or demand engagement. Instead, he subtly integrates himself into your environment, creating opportunities to interact and bond. Whether it's joining conversations, offering support, or simply being nearby during routine activities, these actions are deliberate and meaningful. They are his way of showing attraction without risking rejection prematurely. Ultimately, finding excuses to be near you is a quiet form of devotion. It indicates that he values your presence, enjoys being around you, and is willing to wait for the perfect moment to express his feelings. Through these small, intentional actions, he communicates care, patience, and deep interest without ever saying a word. 4. He notices your reactions carefully. A man who is genuinely attracted to you pays close attention to your reactions in every interaction. He watches your expressions, your tone of voice, and the small gestures you make, because these cues tell him how you feel about him and the situation. This isn't casual observation. It's intentional and thoughtful. He wants to understand what makes you comfortable, what excites you, and what might make you pull away. By noticing your reactions carefully, he can adjust his own behavior to ensure that you feel relaxed and safe in his presence. This attentiveness also signals that he's emotionally intelligent. He understands that attraction isn't just about physical appeal or verbal declarations. It's about connecting with your emotions. When he sees you respond positively to a joke, a kind gesture, or a shared story, he takes mental notes, reinforcing his understanding of your personality and preferences. Conversely, if he notices discomfort or hesitation, he might pull back or change his approach, demonstrating patience and respect. Being observed in this way creates a subtle but powerful sense of connection. You may not even realize how much he's noticing, but these observations guide his next steps and shape the timing of when he might express his feelings openly. It's a silent strategy for building intimacy while waiting for the right moment. Ultimately, noticing your reactions carefully shows that he values your feelings, wants to create positive experiences with you, and is patient enough to wait until the emotional moment is right. It's a quiet yet significant way of expressing attraction without ever saying a word, reflecting both care and thoughtfulness. 5. He smiles or laughs more around you. One of the most natural signs of attraction is when a man smiles or laughs more frequently in your presence. This isn't just casual politeness. It's a subconscious signal that he enjoys being around you and that your company makes him happy. Smiling and laughing are ways of expressing warmth, connection, and emotional openness, even before he verbally confesses his interest. The frequency and intensity of his smiles can reveal a lot. He may smile at your jokes more genuinely, laugh at things he might otherwise ignore, or light up simply because you're near. This behavior reflects both comfort and excitement. He feels joy in your presence and is subtly letting you know that he values the connection. Smiling is also a powerful form of nonverbal communication. It can break barriers, create shared positive energy, and foster emotional intimacy without words. Laughing or smiling more around you can also serve as a gentle, low-risk way of expressing attraction. By doing so, he's signaling his interest without putting either of you in an awkward or pressured situation. This lightheartedness allows him to build familiarity, comfort, and emotional connection gradually, making the eventual moment of confession feel natural rather than forced. In essence, when a man smiles or laughs more around you, it's a silent affirmation of his interest. It's a subtle, joyful way of showing attraction while simultaneously gauging your response, preparing him for the right moment to make his move. 6. He shows subtle protective behavior. Another way a man demonstrates attraction silently is through protective gestures. This doesn't necessarily mean overt or exaggerated actions. Often, it's small, thoughtful behavior that indicates he cares about your well-being. He might walk on the side of the sidewalk closest to the street, notice if you're struggling with something, or quietly step in when he senses discomfort. These actions show attentiveness and concern, revealing that your safety and comfort matter to him. Protective behavior is a subtle form of nonverbal communication. By taking notice of your needs and responding without being asked, he expresses care and interest without the pressure of direct words. It also shows that he's patient and thoughtful. He's not rushing into a confession, but is quietly demonstrating that he's reliable and invested in you. This type of attraction is often most noticeable in social or unpredictable situations. Even small gestures, like offering support during a crowded event or ensuring you're okay after a long day, signal his desire to be there for you. Over time, these protective instincts build trust and create a sense of emotional safety, which strengthens the connection and prepares the ground for when he finally decides to make his move. In short, subtle protective behavior is a quiet but clear way of showing attraction. It reflects attentiveness, care, and patience, revealing that his interest is genuine and that he values both your comfort and your emotional well-being. 7. He mirrors your body language. One of the most subtle yet powerful signs of attraction is when a man unconsciously mirrors your body language. This means he might copy your posture, gestures, speech patterns, or even your tone of voice. Mirroring is a natural human behavior that signals rapport, empathy, and connection. When he does this with you, it's often a reflection of his subconscious desire to align with you emotionally and build intimacy. Mirroring allows him to create a sense of harmony and comfort. By matching your movements or expressions, he fosters a feeling of familiarity, making interactions smoother and more enjoyable. You may notice that he leans when you lean, nods when you nod, or uses similar hand gestures during conversation. These subtle actions are not forced. They are instinctive indicators that he is attuned to you and emotionally engaged. Additionally, mirroring provides him with insight into your mood and feelings. By closely observing and reflecting your body language, he can better understand when you're relaxed, excited, or uncomfortable. This awareness helps him time his words and actions for moments when your receptivity is highest. In essence, mirroring is both a silent display of attraction and a tool for emotional synchronization. When a man mirrors you consistently, it's a sign of deep, nonverbal connection. It demonstrates attentiveness, emotional intelligence, and genuine interest. His using subtle behavior to communicate attraction and care while preparing for the right moment to express his feelings openly. 8. He initiates small acts of help or support. A man who is attracted to you often expresses his feelings through small acts of assistance or support. These gestures might seem ordinary at first, a simple offer to carry something heavy, helping with a task, or offering guidance. But they reveal his attentiveness and desire to make your life easier. Through these acts, he communicates care without putting you on the spot or overtly confessing his interest. Small acts of support demonstrate thoughtfulness. He observes when you might need help and steps in without expecting recognition. By doing so, he shows patience and a willingness to invest in your comfort and happiness. These gestures also allow him to create opportunities for interaction and emotional connection, while keeping the atmosphere light and natural. Moreover, consistent support builds trust. You begin to notice his presence, reliability, and genuine concern, which strengthens the emotional bond before any verbal confession occurs. These actions are subtle indicators of attraction. They reveal that he prioritizes your well-being and enjoys being part of your life. Ultimately, initiating help or support is a quiet yet impactful way to express interest. It combines attentiveness, patience, and emotional intelligence, signaling that his attraction is authentic and thoughtful. Through these gestures, he's laying the foundation for a deeper connection, waiting for the perfect moment to express his feelings fully. 9. He maintains eye contact longer than normal. Eye contact is one of the most intimate forms of nonverbal communication, and a man who is attracted to you will often maintain it longer than usual. This prolonged gaze isn't aggressive or uncomfortable. It's a way to connect deeply, silently express interest, and communicate emotional engagement. Eye contact allows him to convey sincerity, warmth, and attention without a single word. Longer eye contact demonstrates focus. While casual glances may be fleeting, sustained eye contact shows that is fully present in the moment with you. It signals that your words, reactions, and presence matter to him. Maintaining this gaze also helps him gauge your reactions. His observing whether you feel comfortable, receptive, or engaged, which informs the timing of any future confession. Prolonged eye contact is often paired with subtle cues like a soft smile or a relaxed posture, creating a sense of closeness and trust. It can elicit feelings of comfort and connection, making interactions feel more personal and meaningful. This behavior is a silent but unmistakable sign of attraction, revealing both patience and attentiveness. In essence, when a man maintains eye contact longer than normal, he's expressing interest, care, and emotional engagement. It's a quiet way of saying, "I'm present with you, I notice you, and I'm drawn to you," all while preparing for the right moment to make a move. 10. He waits patiently instead of rushing. A man who is genuinely attracted to you understands that meaningful connections cannot be forced. Instead of rushing into confessions, physical closeness, or emotional vulnerability, he exhibits patience, allowing the relationship to develop naturally. This deliberate pacing shows emotional maturity and respect for both your feelings and his own. He recognizes that moving too quickly could create discomfort or misunderstandings, so he chooses to wait for the right time to make his intentions known. Waiting patiently is not passive. It's an active, conscious decision to observe, understand, and prepare. He invests in learning about you, noticing your preferences, moods, and reactions, all while maintaining a quiet presence. By doing this, he ensures that when he eventually expresses his attraction, it will feel genuine, considerate, and impactful. Patience also demonstrates self-control. He prioritizes quality interactions over immediate gratification, showing that his interest is thoughtful rather than impulsive. This approach allows him to build trust and comfort between you. He's more likely to engage in meaningful conversations, offer support, and participate in shared experiences that strengthen the emotional bond. By not rushing, he creates a foundation of reliability, attentiveness, and consistency that signals his attraction without needing to verbalize it. Ultimately, a man who waits patiently communicates that his feelings are sincere and intentional. His attraction is shown through consistent, thoughtful behavior, signaling that he values the connection deeply and is willing to respect the natural rhythm of your relationship. Patience in this context is a silent, powerful expression of care, interest, and readiness to move forward when the timing feels perfect for both of you. 11. He chooses his words carefully around you. Another subtle sign of attraction is when a man carefully selects his words in your presence. He doesn't speak thoughtlessly. Instead, he thinks about how what he says might affect you, how it might be received, and whether it aligns with the feelings he wants to convey. This attentiveness demonstrates respect, consideration, and emotional intelligence, signaling that he values your comfort and the impression he leaves on you. Choosing words carefully allows him to communicate sincerity without overwhelming you. He may compliment you in ways that feel genuine rather than exaggerated, ask questions that show curiosity and attentiveness, or steer conversations toward topics that make you feel at ease. This conscious effort reflects a desire to build connections subtly, while preparing for a moment when he can express deeper emotions. His careful speech also serves as a way to manage his own nervousness or excitement. By thinking before speaking, he ensures that his words reflect his true intentions rather than impulsive reactions. This level of mindfulness shows that he is emotionally invested in the interaction and is considering both your feelings and his own readiness. In essence, a man who chooses his words carefully is signaling attraction through thoughtfulness. He's creating a safe, meaningful environment for connection, demonstrating care, respect, and patience while preparing for the right opportunity to express himself fully. 12. He finds subtle ways to compliment you. Compliments are one of the clearest signs of attraction, but a man who waits for the right moment often delivers them subtly rather than overtly. These compliments may focus on your personality, talents, or small details that others might overlook. By doing this, he shows that he notices and appreciates the unique aspects of who you are, not just your outward appearance. Subtle compliments can appear in casual conversation, such as acknowledging your intelligence, sense of humor, or style, or highlighting something you did well. The key is that they feel natural and sincere rather than forced or performative. He delivers these words strategically, often in private or intimate moments where they can resonate more deeply. By complimenting you subtly, he also gauges your reaction. This helps him understand your comfort level, receptivity, and emotional response, allowing him to time future gestures or confessions appropriately. These small affirmations build trust, closeness, and emotional connection over time, quietly signaling his attraction without creating pressure or awkwardness. In summary, subtle compliments are a powerful, nonverbal way of expressing interest. They demonstrate attentiveness, thoughtfulness, and patience, reflecting a man's genuine attraction and his desire to connect meaningfully while waiting for the perfect moment to reveal his deeper feelings. 13. He uses light touches to gauge your comfort. A subtle yet powerful way a man demonstrates attraction is through light, careful touches. These are not forceful or overt, but gentle gestures, a brief touch on the arm, a tap on the shoulder, or brushing hands during conversation. Such touches serve a dual purpose. They allow him to express interest quietly, and they provide immediate feedback about your comfort level and receptivity. These interactions are instinctive and deliberate. By observing your reaction to a touch, he can understand whether you feel relaxed, comfortable, or perhaps hesitant. This information helps him determine the right pace for deepening emotional or physical closeness. The key is that these touches are non-intrusive. They are small, considerate, and always respectful, reflecting patience and sensitivity. Light touches also serve as a silent form of connection. Physical contact, even minimal, triggers emotional responses in both parties, creating feelings of warmth, trust, and familiarity. Over time, these subtle gestures accumulate, building a sense of closeness and shared intimacy. They act as quiet signals that he is interested, attentive, and emotionally invested, even before he expresses his feelings in words. Ultimately, a man who uses light touches to gauge comfort is demonstrating attraction through respect and awareness. He is careful to honor your personal boundaries while quietly signaling interest, building connection, and waiting for the right moment to make a meaningful move. 14. He shows nervousness or excitement quietly. When a man is genuinely attracted to someone, his emotions often manifest subtly in his behavior. He may exhibit quiet nervousness, fidgeting slightly, clearing his throat, or avoiding direct eye contact at first, but it's not over the top or embarrassing. These small signs of excitement indicate that your presence has an emotional impact on him and that he values the interaction more than casual conversation. Quiet nervousness demonstrates vulnerability. It shows that he cares about how he is perceived and wants to create a positive impression without pressuring you. Excitement may also appear in small ways. A brighter tone of voice, a subtle smile, or enthusiastic engagement in your conversation. These signals are often easy to miss but are incredibly telling if you pay attention. By expressing nervousness or excitement subtly, he maintains patience and control. He wants to convey attraction without overwhelming you, balancing his emotions with thoughtfulness. This restraint shows maturity and emotional intelligence, indicating that he is preparing for a meaningful expression of his feelings when the timing feels right. In essence, quiet nervousness or excitement is a nonverbal indicator of interest. It demonstrates emotional investment, care, and anticipation, reflecting a man who is not impulsive but genuinely attracted and attuned to you. 15. He waits for a private moment to express himself. Finally, a man who is patiently attracted to you will often wait for a private, comfortable setting before expressing his feelings. Public declarations can feel rushed or intimidating, so he chooses a moment where both of you can connect without distraction, judgment, or pressure. Waiting for privacy ensures that his words have impact and that the emotional exchange is intimate and meaningful. This approach highlights thoughtfulness. By selecting the right environment, he demonstrates respect for your feelings and ensures that the conversation is sincere, safe, and heartfelt. It also allows him to be fully vulnerable, speaking openly without fear of outside interruptions or embarrassment. A private moment provides the perfect opportunity for authentic expression. He can share his thoughts, feelings, and intentions clearly while observing your reactions in real time. This intentional timing shows that his attraction is genuine and that he values the emotional quality of the interaction over urgency or impressiveness. In short, waiting for a private moment reflects patience, care, and respect. It's a silent yet powerful way of showing attraction, proving that he is emotionally invested, thoughtful, and prepared to make his move when the timing is perfect.